What's up, guys? It's Marv. It is August 15th, 20. So I wanted to make this video to respond to some of the positive and the negative. The thing is I'm not responding to trolls about the bug out video. In fact, I am more so responding to the people that love my channel that were upset with me. I need to get something very, very clear. This channel was started for one reason and one reason only back in November, before I ever had any subscribers. It was all family. This was all family members on my channel. And it was about Cascadia Subduction Zone and getting all of my West Coast family prepared for it. The only reason I am big in the first place is because Secure Team 10 played my sister's testimony about the missile alert, the false missile alert in Hawaii. That's why I blew up. A lot of people saw the video for whatever reason because of the articles that Dr. Michael Sala wrote about it and how he backed it up with other people, and all of these people were saying they saw an explosion off of Hawaii. That's how I got big, right? You always wonder how YouTubers got their break, because you really do. You have to get a break to get all these subscribers. I didn't purchase them. You work really hard to create a channel. The reason I do news is because I want this channel to get bigger. But here's the thing. On that video, I said bug out time. The title was not clickbait, but everybody said, oh, that's clickbait. It was not intended to be. It was just me driving and then telling my loyal subscribers what I was doing. And then if you watched the first 30 seconds, you would see I said, this is not the ultimate time. This is our family telling us to go and prepare our arrangements. And before I went out of range of any kind of service, I should have changed it. I regret actually changing it away from bug out time. I changed it to bringing supplies to our cabin. And that's because I didn't want people to think it was clickbait. But here's the thing. I'll just be straight up. Everybody was like, well, why can't you tell us more? We aren't told more. What we know is we have trust and faith in multiple military family members. And what they're saying is multiple military factions are telling them to get arrangements made for their families. And do you know what happens to the military members? If something does go down, they're stuck right in the middle of it. And then all those military families lose those military members. But the kind heads up that we get is that there's possibilities of things happening. So what we do is we prepare. We do our best. And that's a lifestyle. It really is. It's a lifestyle to prepare. People were scared. But if you watched 30 seconds of the video, you would know. I said, this isn't time. What this is multiple people telling us we need to get the family supplies ready. And why? Because we don't know. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but let me just tell you, from what I can see Russia, China, North Korea, all of these different factions doing things behind mainstream's ever glowing eyes. People are not telling us everything. Just today, I believe the Kremlin said that they were going to meet with North Korea. Everything is just too good right now. I'm more upset that so many people watch, 10 seconds of a video and then they don't get the full message of it. The thing is, the misconception is that YouTubers aren't real people. We're all real people with real stories. Some go to the commercial side and production and all that. And I admit, I've been trying to grow the channel. But the main purpose of this was to spread whatever I could do. And I've told many people back in the day this, I want some sort of legacy before I die. I want to be able to say I helped people. And that's been my goal since day one. I would consider myself not egotistical. I talk to, now on the big channel, 20,000 subscribers. I respond to almost every email I can. I try as hard as I can to talk with everyone. My personal number is open to many subscribers, even if they've followed me for a short period, and I respond to everybody because I'm a real person and I don't want real people to be hurt. But when I see the negative comments and all this, please try to think it through. My channel is here for a reason. I can tell you as much as I know. What I know is it's not just articles out there by, articles saying the elite are going to New Zealand. It's not just that. It's U.S. military, U.S. Navy. It's U.S. branches of military telling their families, we've got to set up arrangements in case something goes wrong. Now, in their eyes, they know a lot more than we do, and they say, well, we've got 2 events coming up, and those 2 events could end very badly for the entire world. So I was simply relaying what I knew, and that was my goal. So I do apologize, and I tried to answer every comment on that video that was saying I was upset, or at least the subscribers that I know and I see in my chat on my live channel all the time. I'm not here to scare you, and I'm not here to clickbait you. I'm here to tell you that the world isn't peachy clean ponies and Jake Paul. There's real issues right now. And just to put off to the side, and I will bring up AJ, they just banned on Twitter, banned on this. It's not even about AJ. I won't even say his full name. For those who hate him, I get it. But get this, if you can silence a whole corporation's voice, if you can silence something that big, you can silence anyone. And they did it on purpose. We're not just talking about a couple social medias here. We're talking about deplatforming all the way across. That's silencing. No freedom of speech. And I heard today that even the website went down. So what's next? His cell phone be cut? People don't realize they are testing things for the future. They can deplatform anyone now. That should be scary enough. And nobody's getting out there and protesting because it's him, right? But just wait until it's somebody that you do appreciate. Wait until it's a group that's representing your beliefs. And then all of a sudden their website, their Twitter, their Facebook, their YouTube, their Apple, their iPod, their LinkedIn, everything was wiped out, erased from history because of ideologies they didn't agree with. If they delete people from the internet, they delete them from real life. That's where our economy and our country and our world has gone. The internet is how we communicate. Again, so many very smart people have said, the internet is how politicians communicate. You can actually reach out to a politician. The lighting company, the energy company all use these things. But they can't cut you off because they don't like how you're using their services. The left is there screaming about net neutrality, but they don't care when it's somebody they don't like. It's pretty scary what's going on right now. And even if you don't see the capabilities of what is going on, corporations are literally taking over the United States. Think about this. The article just came out today, and now there's 20 articles talking about Lee Smith's findings into Clinton, put together all of these findings about the Russian collusion. And there's all these titles like Clinton. Yeah, there was Russian collusion. It was Hillary Clinton all along. Well, just days before all of these findings come out that basically prove that Hillary Clinton was the one colluding and setting up the Trump campaign, Alex Jones disappears off the internet, the one person who would sit there for a month and shove it in everybody's face. Well, there's a 2020 election coming around the corner. I wonder who's going to be running. They're silencing, they're rigging our elections as we speak. And people should be mad. Even if you're on the left or you're a Democrat, just wait 2 cycles when it's your candidate that is silenced, your group. your church. The wars that are going to go down, they're going to be wars about freedoms that we are rapidly losing. So just remember, when you're watching my stupid little edited news, I do have a real family. And there's real shit going on. So I apologize if I scared anybody, and I really mean that. But there's 80,000 videos called Bug Out Time and nobody responds. But since it's me, I understand. When I put Bug Out Time, it's a whole different story. And that should say something. People say, oh, you know, that's clickbait. So you're saying you wouldn't have clicked on it if it said anything else? If you're my subscriber, you would click on it anyways. I do apologize. I should have said almost time to bug out or something. But my intention is not clickbait, not even the lightest. So, thank you guys. Have a good night. I think I'm going to take a shower. We legit got our stuff ready. We got our prep. We had 14 different family members buy supplies. Like, it's real deal for us. Nobody has to, I said, you know, nobody has to follow our advice. People said, you didn't give us any advice. What I said is we were told to prepare our arrangements, which means sit down with your family and get a plan together. Here's another pro tip. All of the walking trails that you think you're going to take, I can tell you from the military standpoint, if they had to collect people, they're going to take those walking trails. I would follow the power lines. The power lines, you can hide in the tree lines. There's power lines usually from east to west, south to north, and they go all the way across the state. But just remember, there could be rivers along those power lines. All right, guys, have a good night. Be safe. Be prepared. Marf out.